5-5, and they do plus. They do like 5-5 plus, and the plus means more, more fives, more laughter afterwards.
Laughs and then more.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Extend the laughter.
Oh, how many iron branches can we see, Gareth? Count the iron branches.
Count them. Oh my god! Right,
So
Willow has
many.
3, plus 4 on Storm is 7, plus 3 on Naga is 10, plus 4 on Brood is 14, plus 3 on TB is 17. Jeez Louise.
Math on stream. Actually, I just wanted to say it because I'm surprised. Tundra, they've changed, man. They used to be the team of all the magic sticks early on, the upgraded magic sticks, but now it's just branches all over the place.
It looks like Zero Tenacity is slacking a bit. I've forgotten what number it was, but it was less. It was like 12 or something they've got.
Yeah,
they're 5 behind, but Visage does have 2 circlets.
That's true. And Brood is going lowest of them all with a Bracer and then the Iron Branch, the full upgraded Bracer.
That's a 3-3 build, and then 2 branches in his quick buy.
Yeah, he's catching up. The catch-up bracers or branches.
Good stuff. Well, Tundra, it looks like they're going to go for some kind of delayed smoke here. Zero Tenacity, similar story. They're going to go opposite sides of the map, aren't they? Yeah, the 5v5 dodge.
There's the late smoke, wrap around, see if you can find anything. But look at Whitemon already holding the high ground. He's staying in good positions here. And Naga is very fast hero. So if they ran into him, wouldn't be the easiest kill.
She's the dodge viper.
Yeah.
Zooming around, got the turbo installed.
A Nightfall. Look at him holding the tier 2 tower here. This positioning, I thought he was close enough to break their smoke. But he's like standing in a very good spot to not get picked off.
That's also a pretty good sign for Tundra fans as well, right? It's like, oh, Whitemon.
Can he get through?
Shards.
The illusion.
Through. Attempts it. They know which one's real. I can't finish him off, though. Naga with, 8 armor? Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, she's a surprisingly tanky support hero. So much armor and a bit of extra stats. He's going to bring in the salve, pop that immediately, and get his HP up and ready.
But it's like respect from Tundra, right? No messing around, no lapse in judgment. This was a very clean start. They're going through the motions. Systematic beginning for them. Because this was a chance for Zero Tenacity to tip the scales, right? They're the underdogs. They were looking for an early first blood. You could have had a good beginning, but wasn't to be.
Yeah, they wanted a little bit of a lead from the start, as you said, and getting a little bit late to the lane now with Phoenix up top. I'm already looking at that like it looks like such an unassuming thing, but starting out with 33 getting to get a free CS, a free deny, these small advantages really build up in Dota.
Yeah, a few hits on the DK, like Dad now on half health.
Yeah, he got hit twice by the Shadow Realm, so Saksa taking his time to get the damage in, just using Shadow Realm off cooldown.
We'll see what LeBron gets up to. Because he has dewarded his small camp, does have access to that pull camp if he wants it. But right now, Dragonite is trying to drag a few of these melee creeps a bit closer to his tower. Every time he steps up, he just gets clicked over and over.
Yeah, he's getting slapped by so much damage from Saksa, and LeBron is trying to do the same thing over to 33, but Brood has that sort of passive healing. As long as he keeps getting CS, he will keep getting HP, because they reworked it. The webs do not give any regen, so he has to get last hits to regen now.
And Nightfall down bottom. 6 last hits for him. Kind of a similar story wherever he goes. This Visage is just clicking him over and over again. Whitemon's having to send out illusions, try and manipulate this lane a little bit, and get up in the face of Mixer as they do pop Metamorphosis for a bit of chip damage. And good hits onto Theolacor as well, and that just secures them a good amount of time with the creep wave. Oh, yeah. Up at top, Saxa and LeBron. The mano-a-mano battle in the jungle, but it's Saxa's Dark Willow that wins.
The courier will fall, though, as Dad comes in and slaps the courier down. But Saxa are going to be very happy with this still. In that top lane. It was looking like it was just going to be a matter of time to when they got the first blood. I didn't think it was going to be on the Phoenix, though.
I guess a bit of a battle over like a small camp pull. As Whitemon just goes... This is why Naga's so highly prioritized, right? Just 1v2 kind of winning the lane for your TB.
Yeah, they're both just fighting illusions right now, and they don't have any AoE damage. It's actually a huge problem here on the bottom lane. They don't have... Oh, he's going to lose his salve. Ooh. The salve is killed as well. Mixa, His HP is going to stay 50% here. It's actually a huge problem that they don't have AoE damage output on this lane. Like, they have ice shards, but they do 75 damage, so I don't think that counts.
MMR is just a number. You know, you can have 14,000 MMR, but you're against a Naga in lane. There's not much you can do as a Visage like that.
Yeah, very difficult. And they're trying to deal some damage to the TB as well, but both these here have so high armor, the tag team barely does anything.
I think I saw Whitemon just dodge Soul Assumption with Mirror Image as well. Maybe not intentional, but gets away from it. Oh, but up at top, LeBron and Dad, they do kill Saxa. A bit of revenge for Zero Tenacity up top. I wanted to ask about this mid lane. Is Stoikov doing all right? How is Ember versus Storm nowadays?
I think it's a decent lane for Ember, but I think he's getting more done than he should. The last hits are dead even between the two brother heroes here, with 19-4 and 19-4, as we see Stoikov going and getting a water rune. So neither of them getting a real advantage, but Stoikov was winning until this bottle refill came in from Saxa, giving him a bit of extra HP and mana back. So all that hard work from the Ember harassing is nullified by this support move.
Yeah, I mean, I bring this up every time. I'm
bottom
sure.
lane, Visage
In trouble and dead. And Theo LaCour here trying to pick up the pieces, but Whitemon and Nightfall and bullying them every step of the way now. Because every time I see this Ember versus Storm matchup, I don't know what, my brain immediately like clicks to the stream clip of Weeha and Eternal Envy talking about it.
Right.
And I can't remember which way around it was, but one of them said, you know, Ember Spirit wins this, all I have to do is slight dodge your Remnants.
Yeah.
And then they went and played it in the 1v1, and it's like, Remnant has, 4-second cooldown, 3-second, whatever, and Sleight of Fist is much longer, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. And now you've got Static Slide. Is it harder?
Yes, it's much harder to avoid getting continuous damage onto you, and that's why you see Lorinov actually going for a 3-point static Remnant build here on Storm. No point in the Vortex yet. So he's just spamming that Remnant onto him. We can see taking one right there. But the Ember versus Storm matchup has been changing over time. There used to be a time where it was super Ember favored, then Storm got a little bit stronger, and whether it killed the Flame Guard or not. And now you have the
bot again. Nightfall took a lot of damage from that Soul Assumption, and another one's coming, but he pops the wand. Raindrops were there to help him out too, and Whitemon chases Mixer
in trouble. He's dying to a support right now.
Just getting chased by illusions. It looks like he's going to turn with the
Big
Eloquent and get a
grenade.
bit of damage back onto Whitemon, but he's got raindrops on this Naga Siren too. Whitemon is just 1v2ing, defended the TB, kills the Visage, and now Theolacor is in trouble as well. Reels back into the Terrorblade damage. Oh, they can't quite finish him, but it's a bit of a disaster in that bottom lane for Zero Tenacity.
Definitely a disaster. I was gonna say as well, 1v2ing, and while you said that, his only stuff he had in inventory was a raindrop and 2 iron branches, and he was just fighting. He used his blood grenade already. This Naga Siren is having a fantastic start. Children bottom gets secured by the Tusk.
Saxa here. Gonna turn back onto Theolacor with Lorinov from the high ground, getting some damage into that reel in from Whitemon and kills off the Tusk. Remnant forward from Stoikov, trying to catch up with the 2-man chains. Saxa in trouble. Mixer trying to finish the job and should be able to. Stoikov's getting healed up by the Sunray, and the Storm Spirit can't take him down, so a 1-for-1 on the supports.
Decent double bouncer in here as well for Lorinov, so he's gonna get himself his resources filled up again. But this is time that Visage had to, spend not being on lane. He's level 3.5 right now. Doesn't really have a home against the level 5 Terrorblade now. Lane is looking more than rough. A 7-minute Wisdom is coming up, and Naga, he's eyeing it. He's eyeing Visage first.
And this could be a good kill. Level 3 Visage, already bullied in lane and punished even further. Theolacor's going to come across and try and guard the Wisdom rune, but Whitemon's already there.
1 second
gets the
late.
opposing one.
Yeah.
Oh, these dire supports, man.
It's going from bad to worse right now as the top rune, or the other Wisdom rune, was taken by 33 as well, making sure they don't get their hands on that. So Zero Tenacity already into a rough start.
They're going to come down bottom to try and defend this tower, not wanting to give it away for free. The catapult wave gets dealt with. But yeah, not having, or not getting level 6 quick on this Phoenix definitely hurts. And now you're kind of putting out fires elsewhere on the map. That gives 3-3's Brood so much room
Yeah, the Brute is very happy to 1v1 against the Dragon Knight. Of course, DK probably won't die up here, but he does get ganked by the Shadow, or the Willow here, with
With the
Shadowrun.
Bedlam? Yeah. That's a ton of magic damage.
Dude, minute 7:55, you get ganked by a level 6 Willow. You're like, wait, what? How's he 6?
Oh, this is happening.
The double Wisdom Rune makes a big impact. And of course, they already got some kills.
So that Ember Spirit topic, you talked about the Ember Spirit kind of coming back. How much do you think Ember misses that old Orb of Corrosion? Because that felt like the item that was making him win against Puck, win against Storm, just spamming Sleight of Fist.
The minus armor, yeah. That was definitely a big impact. He did go for a Blightstone at least, but as you said, he doesn't have the upgrade path for it. Yeah, definitely does help him quite a bit. I still think the Ember versus Storm matchup is kind of a wash in my mind, whether it existed or not. Still mostly a farm trade. There's some chance for outplay, but both of them are doing decent this game. Right now, Tundra, though, they're showing such great understanding of the game, how they just pinpoint a lot of efforts to this Visage. Again, swinging down bottom. We see Willow sneaking around. They're saying he's not level 6, guys. Easy kill.
Yeah, it's like, what does Zero Tenacity see? They see a Naga and TB running at you, then the Willow pops up, your Visage is dead again. Stoikov has come down here, but immediately Remnants away. And they might even have... No, never mind. Lorinov doesn't have the backup to chase Theo Lacour. Lets the Tusk walk away from that. And while it's all happening, yes, you're killing a tier 1 bottom lane. Great for Tundra. You're also carving this entire top lane open for 3-3, who's farming jungle and pushing tier 1 there.
Yeah, he's getting so much gold. Focusing on just killing neutral camps right now. The tower will fall eventually. It's all about speeding up his farm. And he's actually dead even with the Dragon Knights as well, but DK not going to be able to hold on to his tower, like you said. He's eventually going to fall here.
Man, level 4.5 Tusk, minute 10. It's just suffering, man.
Yeah, they need both the ultis. Phoenix still needs his. Phoenix is the higher level of the dire supports here. Actually, pretty high level for not getting a single Wisdom Rune. Almost level 6.
And they're trying to run at this Storm Spirit. And they might just have him here with the chain stuns. Well executed from Zero Tenacity to pick off Lorinov. And Whitemon might have walked into the wrong neck of the woods as well. 5-man rotation from Zero Tenacity to try and reel this game back into their hands a bit.
That's a great read, though. The game is getting hard. Things are slipping out of control. What do? 5-man Dota. Look for a big kill. Kill the enemy mid. Absolutely amazing that they caught the Storm there. Didn't think they was going to get caught by just a level 1 Searing Chain, but they were close enough. Got there in time with the chain stun. Snowball was on point as well.
And now we're looking at this kind of turning around a bit. That situation where Phoenix is now level 6. No longer completely doom and gloom. But that's the first move of many that need to come.
They smoke to top. They want the Broodmother. With the Phoenix ulti available, could maybe bring him down, but Visage doesn't have the birds.
And getting this slight chains is like impossible.
And Whitemon is there to save. He's level 6 now. This is not happening anymore.
Oh, hello there. Let's see all of them coming. Song of the Siren.
Oh,
Supernova
no.
gets used. Whitemon, he's burning. Does get the distance for now, reapplies the song, gets out of range of the egg. Very well done. They dive forward, but now you're into the arms of Saxa and 3-3, who could turn onto LeBron and kill off the Phoenix. Down he goes. Stoikov has to bail, and Mixer going for the TP, but it's optimistic as the Terrorizer's there. Saxa cancels it, gets the kill, keeping Whitemon alive and turning on that.
Gareth, we have issues right now. The Visage is about to be half the level of Broodmother.
Oh.
The level 5 against soon-to-be level 10 Broodmother. This offlane could not have gone worse for Zero Tenacity.
And Stoikov at least gets away from the net. But yeah, you see the radiant dots on the map, right? 4 heroes swarm into that top jungle. You're cutting all of the options here out of Zero Tenacity's pockets. And Ember Spirit having to run away from the jungle, being hunted by the 2 supports. Is he all right?
They may have overextended a bit,
still being
though.
run at here. Saxa gets taken down. A good reaction from Zero Tenacity. You know, Stoikov screaming, help, come on, they're diving me too far.
Yeah, definitely going deep for that. Looking for a kill on the Ember. Gonna fall, and that's a little bit of a swing back, at least, for Teal'c and the boys here. Teal'c sitting at 1,000 gold on his Tusk, so wants that Blink Dagger so they have some more way of catching the big kills. Storm, Brood, these elusive heroes. Not gonna be easy to gank without it.
Silver lining, this Dragon Knight not doing too poorly. Has Armlet getting pretty quickly into his Mask of Madness. That's Drum's Echo Saber on the Brood coming out.
Yeah. So exactly, going back to the Brood topic there, I wanted to just touch on that. You know, many different item builds available. The drums makes a lot of sense. Early, really good for buffing your Spider Army, also to buff up the rest of your team. And the Echo Saber does signal he's going to go for a right-click build.
And they've jumped the DK. Lorinov poking his head out into this bottom lane. Saxa steps up with the Terrorblade as well, and Nightfall can start unloading damage onto Dard. Dragon Knight dropping lower. Tanky fella gets back behind his tower, but in comes the rest of Zero Tenacity to blow up Saxa and Whitemon. They kill the two supports. Dragon Knight did die in the end, it looks like, to a Whitemon illusion or something.
A ton of people coming down here, so all the attention is down on bottom lane right now, but Tundra are not in a position to really punish it up top. They are going for the mid tower, however. Storm and TB wasting no time.
Wait, that fight recap is wild, actually. Like, you lose your DK, kill two supports, you come out doubling that net worth swing.
Yep. Well, every single kill matters so much when you're behind. I keep harping on it, you know, feed away a single kill, it can give a big swing.
Better prodding on the Ember Spirit mid, but...
Searing Chains on 2?
Trying to find some kind of reaction they can elicit from Zero Tenacity, losing their Naga.
Yeah, a little bit late on the attempt to Song there. She tried to get it off at the end, but couldn't really get it before it was too late.
It looks like the name of the game really is group up and play. Get around this Visage, push some towers, get some gold in your pockets.
Yeah, they lost the tier 2 top though, the Broodmother getting the better trade. So sure, tier 1 mid goes down, but tier 2 tower opens up a lot of things here. They can start taking over the outposts and threaten to go high ground even with the Brood if any move is too far out.
Whose job is it to deal with the Brood?
Yeah, that's always what you ask, you know, like, who do we send? Well, it's essentially, DK is the best hero at doing it, but he also has to carry, so he can't just sit there and babysit a lane. He has to accelerate his farm, and that gravitates him towards the Ancient area, where he's farming right now. So, usually, you send whoever can do it, and right now it's looking like Ember is gonna try and push out top, but if Dark Willow sets up a trap on him here, he could even die.
I guess that makes sense, because like
One
DK
Bramble.
also doesn't want to necessarily show on the map, whereas Ember has some escape mechanisms, and with the Brambles missing, he's going to be very fortunate here. A sleight of fist. Oh, the Terrorize attempted by Saxa may have landed if he let it go. And Stoikov still trying to play his way out of this. Yeah, looks like he's got enough up his sleeve.
He did kill the spiders as well. The Mage Slayer dealing some extra damage as well, and double sleight, using it twice there. Spiders do go down.
Down the bottom lane, Lorinov was standing in front of his tier 1, that's still there in the Radiant safe lane. Catapult wave with Visage and Tusk approaching, but that Observer Ward in behind them near the river entrance sees
this time top.
everything they're doing.
Ember got caught. One Bramble connects, and that's all he needs. Follow up with the Terrorize. Ember cannot leave. So that's the dangerous part. You send the Ember, but he's not really the man who's best equipped to push out here. This did give some time for the DK to farm. He's looking to buy a BKB and then a Blink, but they might need Blink before this, Gareth. I think they want to catch the Broodmother and stop her from doing what she's doing right now.
Yeah, especially if you can pair it up with the Tusk Blink, which has just been purchased. Rod of Atos on Mixer isn't that far away. And that's kind of a cool little adaptation as well. Visage adding some lockdown to maybe catch the Storm. And speaking of catching, Theolacor has caught up to Sax's Dark Willow, who yet again is in behind enemy lines and will be punished for it. But bottom lane, the bigger ticket target has been spotted by Lorinov and Whitemon. Dard's Dragon Knight showed on the wave. And every move you make is Zero Nasty. It's like, yes, we got to pick. We pushed them out of our jungle. We've got some room to breathe. No, we don't. We've lost someone on the other side of the map.
Yeah, immediately. They're so ready. Tundra are starting to play where TB controls the center of the map, and then the supports, along with Storm, just play on the bottom part. And then Broodmother, whenever she finds a kill top, you know, either with help or without. We'll see her try to go on LeBron right now, maybe.
It's like Tundra have two kind of hidden heroes. Zero Tenacity are playing into this Storm, Willow, Naga. It's like, that's what we're going to deal with. These are the heroes that are running at us. Oh shit, they've got a Brood. Oh shit, they've got a Terrorblade. You know, where's Terrorblade been the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, he's just
hitting creeps.
been enjoying mid lane plus the ancient creeps, basically. He's getting some premium farm. Oh,
LeBron.
mid. Long zip. With the Orchid.
Onto this Ember Spirit, but the snowball save. Back onto Loronoff. Song of the Siren. That reset button's hit. And what's the plan here from Tundra? Turn and fight with the Terrorblade here. The damage is overwhelming. Down goes pretty much everybody. They've lost 2 mid. 1 died up at top, I believe, as LeBron's Phoenix fell on the other side of the map. And yet again, Zero Tenacity trying to make a move, but paying dearly for it.
Yeah, again, Naga's so good against these Spirit Heroes as well. She uses the song, can set up with End Snare during the song, so Ember, no way out of it. He doesn't have a Dispel yet. He went for Mage Slayer first item, so there's no way for him to get out of a Naga combo. And that's just bad news for him, really. It was a good attempt, though. He, the Tusk Blink with the Snowball save, it looked good for a while until the song came out, and that's why we see her be the most contested support hero right now.
It gives you so many options. Oh, Dragonite nearly has that money for Blink. He's been saving up for it.
Yeah, he is falling behind a little bit in farm, though. He's sitting about 2,000 and then some gold behind here. Broodmother actually leading the way. Dominating the top part of the map so hard.
Just TP away. There we go. High ground vision. Let's see what's coming. A few Naga illusions, but not much more.
Yeah, smoke coming out here. So Zero Tenacity looking for something. Storm could be a good target. The song isn't there to save him this time.
And LeBron shows on Sax's Willow.
Oh, he's in vision, but they're a little bit uncertain. They want TP as well as they saw him mid. They need to connect someone.
Nightfall's already skirted around the edge of that potential move as well.
Oh no.
Oh no. Jumped an illusion. Now Dad inside the Terrorize turned on by 3-3's Broodmother. In comes the damage. The Sunray's not going to save you. They lose their Dragonite and Stoikov's rooted up and he's going to get picked off by Loronov. Theolacor and LeBron on the run. Blinks away on the Tusk. Gets a bit of distance from the Storm. But the Phoenix won't have the same luxury. 3-3's Brood is running circles around this poor little birdie, taking down the egg. LeBron is dead, and a double kill is there for Loronov.
This already feels like it's game over. It's so rough to say. They find this one moment to group up and maybe take a good team fight, and the illusion rune on Storm. The one illusion just standing there baiting them. They jump it, and after that was just panic moments. They don't have a plan B. If the jump didn't work out, then what do you do?
Yeah, what can you do? Down 15k. All your towers are crumbling.
Tusk is considering stealing some Wisdom Rune, but actually we see Dark Willow going back to defend it, and he thinks better of it. I think he's gonna run away.
Yeah, maybe realizing he's not fast enough.
Yeah, so again, double Wisdom Rune. Was that all the Wisdom Runes? Did any Wisdom Rune go the way of Zero Tenacity? Oh, they got one. Yeah, okay, they got one.
They got one?
Yeah.
Of 6?
Yes.
Owie.
Yeah, it's painful. The experience lead is pretty brutal this game, not just the golds.
It's not often we kind of look at that. 16 levels. It's minute 21.
Yeah, it's I mean, you have a level 17 Brood out there. The supports right now are level 13 and, well, almost 13 and 13 right now on the side of Tundra. And the highest level on the side of Zero Tenacity is level 13. So Willow is higher experienced than everyone on Zero Tenacity.
That hurts.
That describes the story of this game pretty much. And it all goes back to that laning stage, right? The bottom lane. Naga solo won that lane pretty much. Yes, TB is a strong laner, but he didn't need to be. That could have been any carry, I think. And Naga would have done the same thing to that Tusk Visage lane.
Oh, we got to a point in the draft where I'm saying, let's pick a Phantom Lancer, you know?
Yeah, they had the luxury of slotting in whatever carry they felt like, for sure.
Have some fun. Well, Theolacor looking for some fun up top.
The Invis rune.
Lurking and looking for Saxa. A pretty tanky Willow.
He didn't snowball stun him.
Hiding in the
Get
Shadow
her now.
Realm, but he's dead in the end.
Yeah, the Sun Ray doing a lot of damage, just burning her down. But meanwhile, whenever you do anything anywhere, Spider runs out of nowhere and hits your buildings.
And as soon as that glyph is over, 3-3 in Nightfall.
Oh dear God, the damage.
Straight up to the high ground again. Illusions and Spider. They're going to lose a lane of barracks here, huh?
Yeah, this is fast. This is falling so rapidly.
I mean, the melee, maybe not the ranged. He's popped meta for... Okay, Nightfall. Nightfall wants to go for an early lunch or something. He's like, let's get this over and done with.
Yes, Stages. He knows he can go here. What are you going to do to him? Right now, you don't have an answer. Slowly spamming down.
They jump the Broodmother. The 3-3 very tanky. They've got a big Sunder on a Dart's Dragon Knight. Trying to finish him off. The Sun Ray, a bit of covering heal. Not enough. DK dead. 3 heroes gone. GG called. Inevitable at the end there. As Tundra secure a Game 1 victory.
Yeah, they just pack it up immediately. And that was a quick one for the boys on the side of Tundra. We see why they are one of the teams that we hyped up being one of the big ones here in this qualifier, of course.
Heading into our second game of the series and an immediate pause as we'll have LeBron just needing a bit of chill time here. You know, talk to the lads, have that pep talk, forget game 1. Game 2's a new one. We've got a much better draft. Right, Wagga?
Yeah, I think so. They have a draft that has less weaknesses to it. It is still that big question mark, like what do you do about Doom in late game if he dooms the gyrocopter, and how are they going to approach that? So vision is going to be very key. Don't let Doom initiate on the gyro. But overall, laning stage looks much more solid. I would say they're favored on the mid lane. This matchup is good for Invoker against Storm.
Nice.
And on the side lanes, at least, I would say that they have a very fair shot of doing okay here on the Sand.
Yeah, I mean, a much better time than the level 3 Visage minute 8 or whatever.
I think anything is a better time, dude. He was, oh boy, even joining for like
Struggle Bus doesn't even cover it.
No, he joined for like a 12-30 minute smoke gank where he was still level 5.5, like looking for a kill top, and I'm just looking at it like, oh god, this poor Visage, man.
Yeah. Straight up smoke from Tundra. They've got their Doom heading bottom, and the rest of the boys swarming up towards top, where Zero Tenacity are on the high ground, kind of waiting for them. I guess Whitemon can step up to the staircase. His smoke's going to break in a second, and his high ground ward will give Theolacore the vision he needs to see Tundra coming.
Yeah, they're holding a good position here, and I don't think Tundra's heroes are that strong level 1 here either, so this is a poking move. They do find Zero Tenacity at least.
I think they understand this. Look,
Oh,
high
wow.
ground vision there. Whitemon's even sentrying. Deny the obs. Theolacore gets rid of it. And the sentry gone as well.
And they do unblock. So they wanted to come here and block the camp no matter what on the side of Tundra because they realized Sand King, he relies so heavily on clearing the stacks. So in the end, that sentry was still a good one for them.
Yeah, and I guess no matter what period of the game you're looking at, Sand King and Gyro want to be... One of them's going to be taking up that portion of the map, farming Ancients and stacks at some point. The rest of Zero Tenacity going to be gathering up the top bounty runes, it looks like. Saxa and Nightfall kind of getting closed in on, and maybe even stealing one there. Saxa disrupts and grabs it, so 3-1. But Saxa slowed down. Mixer and Theolacore trying to catch up with LeBron, trapping the Shadow Demon and the cogs. Damage looks good as he kicks another cog towards him, and the flat cannon hit from long range. Well done by Dart to get it, and a D-ward to boot.
A fantastic start there. Get themselves exactly what you want. A lead here on your carry. Get himself down to bottom lane with a quick TP as well. Did not expect that. The flat cannon lasted.
It just flew out of nowhere. But even if that didn't land, Invoker still had a hit coming. So he would have died anyway. But straight back into the action. Top lane, Mixer.
Oh,
Level
no.
1 Burst Strike.
Not again.
He's tried to use it to escape, but he's just been killed by Whitemon and Nightfall.
Gareth, not again. Poor Mixer. I said he was going to have a better time, and you know what? He doesn't have TP ready. He TP'd to the lane.
Oh.
Gareth.
But how does that happen? So he TP'd and he was alone and he just...
He
got walked
TP'd,
at?
they saw that he TP'd there because they had a lane ward, and they immediately punished him, and now he has to walk or shame to the lane. Oh no, I don't want to see a repeat of last game, please.
Oh,
This poor man.
And that's just one of those, like, high-level understanding. You know, he TP'd, we can pressure him. Worst case scenario, we're bullying him. Kotl's running across the map. Sand King's alone.
Yeah, they were a little bit late getting to the lane with Theolicor, and I think that really hurt him there. Not being around to help out, could have blood grenaded to slow them down, or body block to keep safe.
That is the big difference. Tundra playing very tight.
And again, he's back to the lane, but he gets stunned once, auto-attacked a little bit, and his HP is already sitting down at half HP again.
I mean, Sand King's not like that low armor or HP, right? He's just being walked at.
He's
by
pretty
a Dragon
average.
Knight.
Yeah, he's pretty average, but he just got clicked because he was so far out on lane and completely alone.
And Tundra, they've got access to their small camp, so they can keep dragging that lane back. But
Should
down
mention-
the bottom, Saxa is dead down there.
Yeah, bit of a run to go and help there, but still worth it. They get a kill. Good for Gyrocopter. Gets back to the lane as well. Gonna try and pull the big camp here. I was gonna say that mid lane, Lorinov is doing a great job so far, outplaying this Stoikov Invoker. 16 for 6 versus the 11 and 1.
Oh yeah, you're right. Things do get a bit more difficult once, like, Invoker's going to go for this normal Wraith Band business, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he should be going for the double Wraith Band, and then we'll see if he goes for the Witchblade or the Mage Slayer. That's usually the two options. I'm a little bit partial to the Mage Slayer. I think that it works better, but both builds are pretty okay.
Saxa making use of his disruption to get the Lotus. Looks like Theolicor's taking the lane here as Mixer goes and kills the small camp stack that's been made for him. A situation where you don't really want to play the straight honorable 2v2. Not ideal for a Sand King though at this point.
No, it's definitely not ideal, but he does get a lot of these last hits, so he gets himself some nice farm. He has not been able to put any form of pressure onto the Dragon Knight though, and DK is racking up those denies. Already 10 denies to his name and building, so a lot of gold is being lost here. The banner creep goes down, range creep goes down, and Phoenix just being an oppressive force in the lane.
It's like a half HP Phoenix, just... yeah,
Well,
Mixer, what are you going to do?
That's the scary part, right? Half HP Phoenix is when he's the most dangerous. Because of that dying light, he does damage to anyone who comes nearby, so it's that fake radiance taking you a bit.
And then Kotl made the call to go and stack up the large camp and Ancient, so yeah, couldn't really fight back at all.
But a walk back to base from Mixa all the way back to base here. Gonna have to TP out to the lane afterwards. He's level 2 still. It's he's gonna need a lot from those big camps. If they get stolen, then he's gonna have a real issue. At this point, I think Theolicor just needs to keep stacking the big camp over and over, and then they have to get that experience onto Sand King.
Then you're going to have a point at which Tundra's like, oh, cool, this come and steal.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Whitemon actually playing for this? He's trying to solo kill them. He might die.
Looks like he's going to die. Maybe he gets something out of the last.
Yeah, that's really good for him. Get a kill. At least something. And Kotl didn't actually miss a beat. I was going to say he was going to stack, but he goes bottom instead. Yeah. Yeah, pops a salve as well. He's gonna start healing. He buys himself face boots here and gonna send them out to himself, so he's gonna rebuild. Meanwhile, top Mixa being left by his Kotl, tried to make a play for contesting some of these pools here, but goes down to the gank from Phoenix again. Or not even gank, just brought down by the Phoenix, along with the Dragon Knight. And Phoenix, he's in there. Oh no, he's got his hands in the cookie jar, Gareth.
Who's going to come and contest me? The Sand King? So we'll come across, realize someone's
Yeah,
been
why
here.
are the creeps half HP? Very convenient, but why?
A new sentry. Whitemon does lose his Aethercore. But this Phoenix is such a
nice
pest.
tornado.
Yeah, good catch.
Yeah, and
Down goes Whitemon.
yeah, beautiful catch right there. We have Invoker building towards the power treads. And 30 seconds until the Wisdom Rune.
Sanks are ready and waiting for him. Can't really kill him off. LeBron has the backup of Stoikov. Like Loronosh is going to have to give it up. Let's just give Dad a bit of time down the bottom just to kind of farm away. Not that much pressure coming his way at this point. But there's a lot of work to do here for Zero Tenacity to get back out of this laning stage. Looks like we're having a few little problems on the tech side of things. Might be back now. Just going to hit the reconnect button and hopefully sorts it itself out. I like this from 3-3. Phase boots, null, heading into drums.
Yeah,
And
makes
a move from Zero Tenacity is like, where's the Phoenix? Where's Whitemon? He's being a thorn in our side this entire game.
Whitemon
Guard
is
the rune and kill him.
Yeah, he gets punished again, but he has really been the one stretching in. You know, the aggressive tendril of the Tundra lineup has been this Phoenix sort of poking. Meanwhile, Saxa, though, also chasing after Dad, trying to mess with him. Doom goes out.
Yeah, straight onto that gyrocopter. And look at the rainbow TPs. Zero Nasty wanting to come in quickly to defend their gyrocopter. Storm Spirit's here, though, finishing off the job. 3-3 gets the kill. Now, Thealacor is slowed down and pretty low HP. Could get chased. Illusions are running forward. Storm doesn't really have a lot of mana to zip. So Tundra just going to have to step back for the tower. But this means Zero Tenacity have stepped forward and want to turn and fight this, as Whitemon wraps around in from behind. LeBron does kill 3-3, so a good pick on the Doom there. They might lose a few, though. LeBron and Thealacor both picked off, and Stoikov's Invoker a little isolated. Low mana pool, low resources for Tundra. Whitemon just keeps running at this Invoker. No way can this Phoenix 1v1 the Invoker. Stoikov gets the kill, as Whitemon was left stranded by the rest of his squad, and Dad has found Saxa lurking in the trees. Shadow Demon getting hunted down with a cold snap, and the damage from Gyrocopter here should be lights out for the Shadow Demon.
And with that, they're actually getting themselves ahead in kill score here. Zero Tenacity biting back hard against Tundra, who may have overstepped a little bit, to say the least. Completely out of mana there on all their heroes, basically, trying to fight up. And Invoker winning in the man fight against the Phoenix, even without using his 20 stick charges, was never in any real danger.
Okay. I didn't realize he had a little one charge.
Yeah,
well.
he was just sitting there like, Phoenix, what are you doing? You can't beat me. He was very happy about Phoenix's position right then. So kills starting to look better for Zero Tenacity, but I'm still concerned here. Look at the CS. Look at the net worth. That Dragonite is enormous. 5.5k net worth, uncontested, 0 ganks on him. And I've seen this story before. He is really up there with Luna and Shadow Fiend in my book for heroes that can be, let's say, a powerhouse in a game. You know, if they get a good start, you just center your play around him. Already has the armlets and
and extra gloves of haste.
Extra gloves of haste, yeah, it's just casual gloves, which I think is fine.
All the chat spam from the rest of his team. Gloves of haste dropped here. So I guess his career was like super full. And when you quick buy stuff, right? I think that's what happened.
Yes, it was on the ground. Yeah, Dota does that where it just puts stuff on the ground in the fountain. Sometimes you look over, you have a random circlet there or something.
We'll just say this is Eternal Envy style, the casual gloves of haste to increase your farming speed.
I mean, it is very good. It's very common actually to have some extra gloves. So it could be that it was not a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, in the last year or so, there was a hero. My memory fails me. There was like a specific hero that would do this very commonly.
Wraith
I'm
King?
trying to remember.
Wraith King did it all the time.
It was. Yeah, you're right. Maybe more than a year then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It definitely was Wraith King.
Yeah, the old Wraith King days. He was definitely the big hero for that. We still see it whenever people do pick him, but I haven't seen. God, I can't remember the last Wraith King I see now.
Skitter probably played it at some point.
Oh, the challenge chase down on Nightfall? A little bit too slow though.
Tanky Dragon Knight just walks away from them. While Loranov takes a few hits in that mid lane. Tornado, but the cogs not going to be able to do too much to him as he zips away.
I was gonna be surprised that he didn't go for Mask of Madness on Dragon Knight, you know, Armlet Mask of Madness being so common, but you can't have Nightfall not go for a BKB, you know? You can't do the Nightfall then.
True, you can't live up to your name.
Yeah.
I'm glad he went back to Nightfall and it didn't stick with the Psyker name change.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, another Doom bottom. Right onto the Gyrocopter, who's completely stranded down here after his tower fell. And that's going to be the end of the Gyro for now.
Such a bad feeling when you get doomed and try to run away and you realize that, nope, my HP is definitely too low. There's no one can deny me anymore because that's not even a thing. So you really just pick your favorite place to die. That's all that's left to do.
No! They killed the Kobold.
Oh,
The little prospector.
he was just looking for gold.
Oh, how many shovels do we have this game?
Ooh, let's have a look. Neutral
Only
item
2?
status. So it's mainly Tundra that are digging. They got 2 shovelers already. But we have double safety bubble on the side of Zero Tenacity.
Come on, Saxa. That's an arcane ring. Fair enough. Well, LeBron has found a bit of a catch on 3-3 alongside Theolacor, who brings the Invoker straight to this bottom lane. Saxa can't save him, so the Doom's dead again, and the Tornado clips him with a cooldown coming. Shadow Demon chased down by LeBron. And a lot of damage will come his way with that Illuminate clipping him in the end.
I like the move to keep playing bottom here by Zero Tenacity, despite the fact that Gyrocopter has been killed off twice down here, and the area is dangerous to play. If he was to swap away from bottom lane, that means these can start farming the Ancients, and they need that for the Sand King right now. Sand King needs to build his items, so it all is connected, and Gyrocopter staying down here is going to allow the Sand King to get his timing at least somehow. It is still going to be a slow timing, but if they get the Blink Dagger, they can start making moves.
A lot of pings onto him. Oh, the Burrow Stride gets in the distance. And Loranov, again, like running on fumes here. Although resources, pops the wand, has some bottle charges to top back up.
I guess Regen Rune going, so he's going to get that mana up quite quickly now. He's going to turn it into a farming Regen Rune instead. Really get the Electric Vortex.
And closing in on his first item too.
Yeah, it's going to be the Orchid again, same as we saw from Loranov last game. Orchid just to play aggressive here. And the Invoker did decide to go for the Mage Slayer build, so or the Witchblade, sorry, not the Mage Slayer build this game.
We've got the Kobold Cow. Every time a Kobold comes up, Tundra sending it to scout in behind enemy lines and dying.
It's very useful. It's the same reason why Naga Siren and TB, these heroes, are so strong right now. The fact that they can provide vision as well. And technically, being able to summon a little Kobold is like you're channeling that ability for a little while. You have an illusion. Wow.
I always forget, what is this Dragon Knight a Hippogriff or a Griffin? I always forget the difference.
Griffin. I would need to look at it again. Transform, Mr. Dragon Knight, in 20 seconds.
So Griffin has the body, tail, and legs of a lion, and the head and wings of an eagle with talons.
So
and
what's a Hippogriff then?
Hippogriff. I don't know how to spell Hippogriff. Oh my goodness, Hippogriff.
Just yeah.
Magical creature, wings and forelimbs of an eagle, hindquarters of a horse, and a head that combines both. So Hippogriff is horse eagle, and Griffin is lion eagle.
It's a bit deceptive, isn't it?
Like
so you're telling me it's
right?
0 parts hippopotamus?
Well, hippopotamus is water horse, isn't it?
I guess so.
Is it Latin or I forget. It's Latin or Greek. Like Hippopotamus. Hippo is horse? Maybe?
I see. Yeah, it must
And
be.
Potamus is river?
It all makes
Something
sense
like
now.
Languages are funny things. What's a hippocampus?
That's the
Something in your brain.
that's the horse part of your brain,
Gareth.
Gareth. Don't tap into it. You'll forget how to cast.
Oh no. Where are we? Tundra up at top lane? They're trying to contest into Ancient.
Took us on the detour there.
Sorry, I just saw the Dragon Knight's ulti and I'm like, is it a griffin or a hippogriff? I forget. We'll go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, Blink on Sand King in 2 seconds. He could maybe catch the SD.
He wants to. Does make the jump, but the Storm is here with the Phoenix behind the SD. Self-disrupts, Storm Spirit's in, gets hook-shotted up, and the Supernova offers protection here, but it's being focused down. Stoikov and Theolacor get the takedown on Whitemon and Lorinov, and maybe even a bonus one, but Mixer misses the stun, still gets the takedown on the Shadow Demon, while 3-3 shows himself. The spam pings and a flurry of movement forward from Zero Tenacity, wanting that +1. They'll be happy with 3 and a bit of map space for themselves for now.
Amazing stuff coming out from them. They got the Blink Dagger and they started making stuff happen. I like that they showed up in force there and just brought down the egg very quickly. And the mana burn onto that poor Storm, playing into an Invoker plus a Clockwork. You get EMP'd, you get cogged, suddenly the mana that you thought you had completely gone. And that's a huge swing for them.
A hefty swing back. Again, you know, kill score, net worth, a bit of map space. Zero Tenacity now able to actually play forward and play the game that they've been wanting to as they see the Doom, get the catch. Mixer running back, though, a little afraid of what's lurking in the shadows here. Just trying to play back as Saxa disrupts up the Doom, but shows himself in the meantime on Nightfall. He comes into the fray, looking for at least a trade as they do find the kill on 3-3 and quickly evacuate.
Yep. Sand King did choose his favorite spot to die. He TP'd the base. So, you know, he dies where he's going to spawn again. But, again, good takedown to kill off the Doom, at least. They get something there. Dragon Knight does show up and show that damage output. He did also go back for the Mask of Madness. He had a BKB queued up before the Mask of Madness, but he added that, now he has both of them.
Witchblade, Dragonlance, Invoker. Orchid, Cottle. And this is such a different game to game 1. This is now seeing Zero Tenacity actually have items, have the ability to play forward, and like make moves of their own. Game 1 was very much react to, 3-3, react to Tundra, what they're doing.
Yeah, by this point in the previous game, they basically were dead already. We're 18 minutes in. It's only a 2k gold lead here for Tundra. And that's nothing you can't overcome, so quick silence on the Phoenix.
Sunstrike thrown out. Whitemon has the Supernova again.
Does this work?
But I think the supports have got it.
Yeah, Whitemon just kind of wasting his ulti there. He thought the slow would be enough, but the drums coming out from the Clockwork buffed up the attack speed by 45 on both of them. Popping that active. So he didn't expect them to bring him down, but drums are great against Phoenix.
Theolacor. This Orchid and Recall bringing Invoker top. Sees the Doom. Storm Spirit and Dragon Knight are both here, though, and the Cottle realizes very quickly that's not where he wants to be.
Oh,
and now he's brought Stoikov into the waiting arms of Tundra, who just seems so ready for that.
Yeah, clipped by the edge of that dust as well. He tried to hide in the very corner of the pool, but the dust has such a massive AoE, you can't really get away from it. Gets caught.
And then Whitemon straight back down to bottom, back into the dewarding battle. He's going to see LeBron again. Like, not this story again. Hook-shotted. Pavis, not saving him. Dead once more.
Oh.
Mixer, though.
That's the ulti. Can he clip him?
He's thinking about going in onto Lorinov here. And what's Lorinov's mana situation? Oh, Gyrocopter's the bigger target. Does he get brought down by Nightfall? Storm Spirit does get caught out by the Sand King and Clockwork. Lorinov dead. Tundra reacting, though. 3-3 still has a Doom. And Nightfall's Dragon Knight trying to shift his body towards the Clockwork as quickly as possible. The Sand King's got out of there. And LeBron just buying time now, delaying what seems like an inevitable death.
Yeah, he's just going to Pavis up, hunker down, and run as deep as possible here and say, it's fine. I made them run backwards at least. They're not taking a tower on my death. As Whitemon was doing some borderline feeding now, dying 7 times already on this game, but they did follow it up with a good kill onto Gyrocopter with the SD chasing him down. And the ulti is back online again on SD, so looking for another kill.
Yeah, pretty much green lights across the board for Tundra. Mix trying to finish off his pipe. A recipe away.
Oh, they're going for a Tormentor steal.
Are they?
They're looking for a kill, but now that they're here, they're going to say, you know what, Dragonite, you kill this in like 2 seconds, so let's just take it.
Very nice. And then, what, 30 seconds early to the Wisdom Rune if they want to stick around and kill some Ancients. Push this lane.
They can turn this into a lane push and then play for the Wisdom for sure. They have the BKB ready. The Dragon Form has long duration. We'll see if they want to stick around or not, though. As we see one TP out from the SD. Perhaps they will just concede the area. Try and stop the bleeding, as they have actually bled away quite a few kills here to Seer Tenacity. 17 kills to their name. Large part of their net worth has really come from these kills as well, as they are getting out-farmed.
Has been a little bit of a quiet period the past minute or two. And I think, in general, a quiet game for Dad's Gyro. Because he shows up on the map, he gets doomed and run down wherever he goes. But maybe once he gets this BKB Satanic, he can actually put out a bit of damage and get the work done.
Yeah.
Hell, is it Lincoln's game? Or does someone else buy Lincoln's to put on him?
I think it's worth considering going for it, but 33 probably would just take some purge creep or something and then just get purged and doomed. Like, you invest so much gold. Ooh. I think you're better off just going damage.
That's a good catch.
The Orchid coming into play again. The Olicord, this Caudal has looked great this game. He's actually making so many good moves and using the recall as well. They're setting up kills with it. Recalling down to bottom here.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think of Kotl as like a fast hero, because most recently we were talking about seeing him mid and being a farming hero, getting to some key items. And quickly, yes, but as a position 4, he's just playing the map very speedily.
Oh, dear
3-3 is going to BKB and doom the clock. Down at bottom, Dad is dead. Gyrocopter's fallen, but 3-3's doomed, does BKB TP home and survives.
Big. Pulling it at Nightfall. Channel the power of your carry. Meanwhile, Nightfall, of course, showing the carry difference there with the DK versus Gyrocopter matchup being pretty impossible for Gyrocopter. He has a Crystallis and an Aghanim Scepter against the now almost full-slotted Dragonite.
Oh, they see the Invoker. The Ob Sentry combo on the lane. Spot Stoikov.
Oh boy. And this is opening up Roche possibilities as well. They're just going to go straight through the gate.
Oh yeah.
Go bottom, take the Roche, get Aegis over on the Storm. DK is so hard to kill that he doesn't even need it as well.
And like how quickly the game can change, right? Speaking about this period of play where it's gone from Radiant winning a few team fights, getting some big pickoffs, avoiding the big ganks, and Tundra just they flick a switch, they see opportunities. Yeah, okay, fair enough. They've set up for it with that Ob Sentry. They've set up for it by defending that bottom lane. And I guess Whitemon's warding has been top-notch to see this Gyro and this Invoker pretty much every step.
It has been. It's also reaping, the fruits of your hard labor here. Like you're getting rewarded for having had that free farm Dragonite. He is enormous because of how the entire game has been going. He has not died a single time. He's not been ganked a single time, really. And now he's saying, you know what? I'm a big threat, and you have to deal with me. Daedalus is online. He's going for more damage output as well. He's just, getting absolutely enormous. He's got one Hyperstone queued up right now. I wonder if it's going to be Moonshard next. Even if you put 2 Hyperstones in your quick buy, you can't buy it quickly due to a quick buy bug. So he's just efficient. He just puts 1.
Just 1 at a time. Well, there's another catch up top. I was just about to say it's been a pretty tremendous comeback story from Mixer.
Don't Dragonite.
Such a sad time. Dragonite does BKB, and the Sunray behind him just keeps him topped up, taking very little damage. Whitemon always been forced to use a Supernova there. Could have walked back into the Sunray. Storm Spirit zipped forward, silenced up immediately by the Keeper of the Light to protect Stoikov ever so barely getting out with his life.
It's like playing with fire, getting close to his Dragonite right now. He's so dangerous. His DPS is insane. Good saves there. Good read by Whitemon as well, using his last second Supernova to stay alive and protect his carry as well. And now they need to stabilize on the side of Zero Tenacity here. And find who they can play around and what they can do. At least DK form is down for a little while, but such a short timing window to utilize. Smoke is coming out. So 4-man smoke, and they have the recall potential as well to recall the gyrocopter, so he can keep farming.
Gyro is going to be under dire vision in a second.
Yeah, he barely avoided it. Didn't farm north. If he just goes to Ancients now, yeah, he actually is barely outside of vision the entire time here.
Well,
so they haven't seen him.
See, it looked like Tundra, go through that twin gate, play bottom, wanted to sweep through the jungle into their ward.
Yep.
They've got some nicely placed vision here to play towards.
They also have that gem on Doom, so they can remove or make sure that there is no enemy vision where they're playing now.
That late Midas Doom also scaling up pretty heavily. Oh, here comes the Hyperstone. As the tower dies.
Yep, he swapped his Mask of Madness for a Hyperstone, so he gets more stable attack speed all the time. And it's gonna be an Assault Cuirass. He queued it up now. He was teasing us with a Hyperstone.
3-3.
Doom is just in. Okay, big blink forward.
Jumps right onto LeBron, who quickly hook shots back to the Warpine Raiders and TP's home.
Woo. He is lucky there was just a little bit of cooldown. Saxa's Blink Dagger there, just 1 second, where he could have blinked forward and disrupted.
3-3 back to pushing out this wave. A big juicy one.
Tear Liquor?
Oh.
Wow. Ships in the dark here running behind. Actually calls him again.
Playing up onto this 3-3 Doom, knowing he doesn't have BKB, but Saxa's nearby. They turn with the Doom onto the Invoker. In comes Mixer, stun, Epicenter, and catch onto the Doom, but 3-3 still standing until he's brought down. Lotus there used by Saxa to buy a bit of time for himself. Pavis up as well, and the rest of Tundra arriving. Supernova Sunray, clear out Theolicor's Kotl, and Mixer here. He's got Sandstorm, Burrow Strike, and Blink in a little bit, trying to kill Saxa off, knowing that he's probably dead, giving his life over to a double kill of Nightfall, and Shadow Demon surviving, so in the end, a 1 for 3.
You know what was the crucial turning point for that fight? It was SD and his Shard. He removed the Orchid on the Doom, so Doom could get his Doom out onto the Invoker.
Oh.
So otherwise, that gank would have worked out really beautifully. They were like, oh, he doesn't have BKB, we can just go on him, I'll silence him and kill him. But SD was in the shadow, just looking for it, It's true in his name. He was lurking in the fog there, and just purged his Doom.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this double saving support from Tundra with Sunray and Disruption, and then the kind of that hidden factor. You're right. The shard comes out, suddenly has an additional save.
It's great. It's such a fantastic thing to have. It's one of the best shards, and they did make that play earlier on where they went for the double Tormentor take. So getting the shards from that is really value.
Chain stuns on the Storm. Lorloff's going to BKB this time though, and LeBron will pay the price for it. And they're going to zip further forward looking for Mixer. Not able to find him as he breaches back up onto the high ground. Yeah, there's a gyro in this game. It's kind of felt, in my mind, hard for Dad to convert his net worth into impact.
Yeah, his net worth also isn't really that high, to be honest. He's 8,000 now, almost gold behind the Dragonite, his counterpart. So, while he's had a decent game on Gyrocopter, it hasn't been fantastic. A lot of that could be because he hasn't been allowed to farm that premium ancient area. They might get the gem here from Shadow Demon. That's a good pick-off for them.
Yeah, nice swing.
Recover the gem, get some D-wards. They're getting ganked right now, though. They're all around them.
Oh my god, the Doom is here. Throws it onto the Kotl. Storm zips in, sees the Invoker. Call down Throne, and it looks like Nightfall's struggling to stick on a target. Whitemon's chasing up to high ground to try and defend the Storm. Sunray cancelled. Lorenoff in trouble. Mixer's out of mana though, so the Sanctum can't really rejoin. They're relying on his dad, Gyrocopter, to try and deal the damage, but Tundra is so tanky, and Nightfall's dishing out some serious damage. Kills him off, and the catch is here from Saxa. Stoikov will get away, but Tundra are going to turn and trade their Storm and Phoenix for 3 kills.
Yeah, You just see the difference here in the carry potential. The Dragon Knight just forces the Gyrocopter to run away. He did a good job taking down the Phoenix Egg, but he cannot take down the big powerhouse of the Dragon Knight. And even killing off something like Doom when he pops BKB right now is becoming more and more challenging. Zero Tenacity, they are very, very firmly falling behind in the gold. 16k lead after that fight. Bottom might find a pick here as the BKB is on cooldown. The Doom gets caught by the Invoker.
Oh, you're right.
Does
hang
get
on
the
a
blink.
second. Ah, Stoikov's got it.
That was close. Blink was just about to come off.
I mean, it feels like this next round of items for Zero Tenacity really has to do a lot of heavy lifting. I'm curious to see what Invoker buys, but I'm really starting to wonder, is it Rapier time for Gyro already?
Yeah, it's almost within that territory. He's queuing up the Satanic, and I'm just not sure that it's it. Like, Satanic is good on Gyrocopter for many reasons, but as we covered, the Doom prevents that healing. So as long as he locks the Doom on the Gyro, that Satanic could be dead weight. I would love to see him just go for a Daedalus here, or maybe straight into Rapier, like you said. Just ship it for damage and, you know, shoot and pray. They do have a huge item coming in soon as well. Theorlicor is closing in on Hex on his Caudal. So 900 more gold and he will have it.
Yeah, it's so easy to look at these cores. You know, I'm asking, what's the Gyro doing? What's the Invoker doing? Where's the Sand King? It's like, Caudal is pretty, in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things Caudal usually does quite well as a support, is he can bring a lot of big items out, being able to shove lanes so well. So we'll see if he can get some clutch catches with that Hex, because against the BKBs on the side, the triple BKB on the course on Tundra is keeping them way too safe, and one extra Hex could give them the chain stun duration to kill someone.
Kind of nice seeing 3-3 go for one of these older school builds on the Doom as well. The Midas Blink Octarine Refresher Orb coming through with the multiple Dooms, and likely, you know, Aghanim Scepter or something later on down the line. But not, I don't know, not really utilized. Oh, he's just going to go straight on the Kothel here.
Yeah, one slap, one Doom, and that's going to be it. Caudal.
He's dead.
Sadly, you can run all you want, but you're not getting away from this. That's going to delay his Hex as well. Storm actually zipped in. Hello,
For the
Storm.
experience?
I don't know, to steal his kill, I guess. Lorinov with a haste rune is just going to walk out of the enemy base. This is the weirdest sequence right now. Alright. Well, he's fine, and he did lead them on a little goose chase here.
And in the meantime, Roshan's respawned.
And the Solar Crested Dragon Knight will kill this pretty fast. We start at
Flapping
30.
his wings.
We'll see. How fast are you? 1200 damage crits. And he has a Satanic now too, so this Dragon Knight is not just high DPS, he's also getting pretty difficult to bring down.
And what is that, 63 armor? Well, it keeps changing depending on who he's next to, what buffs he's got on him.
Some absurd.
Like 70 armor, 5000 HP, you know?
Oh, Storm?
Multiple lives. Storm Spirit gets jumped by the Sand King Invoker, chain stun from Clockwork, well done. By Zero Tenacity to kill him off, even though Lorinov got the BKB off in the end, still dies.
Yeah, they were so close to each other and nobody had a ward next to that cliff, so it looked really, really funny from the spectator point of view here as they were right just hugging each other. Yeah, as you said, the armor on the Dragon Knight's already so high. He actually did just pick up the extra armor talent as well, the 25 talent. So now he's going to become even more difficult to kill. It's like, how much armor do you want? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. He even is queuing up the Swift Link, Gareth. He wants more armor.
Yes.
That's why he's buying it.
He's running out of slots, though.
He is. Those power treads are ultimately going to be replaced at some point. Sand King fighting some ward. Okay, so Nightfall is just going high ground right now. Meanwhile, there's a fight starting with Doom.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting a Phoenix and a Doom. Supernova's there, and 3-3 has a BKB to just turn and ulti the Clockwork. I mean, this is, again, shades of Game 2, where you're embroiled and bogged down in a fight elsewhere while your base is literally crumbling. Your Clockwork's going to die. You've got a stun on Lorinov here with a cold snap of the Burrow Strike. A Hex is there as well, so they kill the Storm, yes. LeBron buys back, but your base is in disarray. The foundation's crumbling at their very core. Dragonite being focused here by the Gyro and the Invoker, but Nightfall just stands there not giving a damn, a heck or a hell about what you bring to the table. Saxa being focused by the Sand King. 3-3 turns with a Doom and tries to catch the Gyro out with that second round of attacks. Gyrocopter, Invoker on Nightfall now. First life, can they bring him down? The Aegis should be claimed up eventually. And back up for Tundra, kind of lurking to the top right of the screen, looking at Nightfall.
He's gonna do it! The move!
The namesake move of Nightfall himself.
By the gods, he did it. And Clockwork had hookshot on cooldown. The only way they have to stop it. Sadly, not available at that time. So a weird sequence of fight there. They did get a kill on the Storm, and they got the SD as well, who's protecting the Dragon Knight there. They brought him down. They did have to expend their own buyback as well on the Clockwork, but ultimately not that bad for the side of Zero Tenacity. Could be worse, for sure.
I mean, given that it looked like they would get nothing in that bottom fight and lose their barracks, as they kind of got dragged around and kited, but getting a pretty nice gold swing.
With the Hex looking for Storm.
Hello. Lorinov's caught. No chance of survival. Well done. Oh, the hook shot off the mark, though. Couldn't quite catch the Phoenix. Are they diving this?
They were considering it, but I don't think they should. They play it safe here instead. Back up. Maybe mid tower could be something they could contest with Storm dead. Again, though, you have to wonder if Nightfall wouldn't just fight them off.
I'm honestly just way more glad Game 2 is competitive. There's a bit of back and forth here between these teams.
Yeah, first game definitely looked like Tundra were just in a class of their own, but this game, Zero Tenacity are not living up to their name. They're actually showing a lot of tenacity. They've been down for a while here, but they're fighting back.
Did he need the shield rune?
He wants more.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This, the health bars, they're starting to look a little bit crazy now on the Dragon Knights.
I mean, he is fat. That is a large Dragon Knight.
Yeah, and he's looking at that Tormentor like they need more shards. They already took 3 Tormentors this game. Could get another one.
And none on Zero Tenacity whatsoever.
Yeah, all these shards going the way of Dire. It's going to be the one for Nightfall this time as well. Probably not the most impactful anymore, the Fireball, but everything helps. Can cancel a Blink Dagger, perhaps.
That's the only
Good against
one
the
left.
Sand King.
Oh,
What does he
useful.
get? What does he get as his neutral? Oh, he got the Ancient Guardian as well for Dragon Knights. That's a lot of damage.
Ascetics cap for Storm as well, so a bit more protection when he gets jumped. Already.
Storkov eyeing up
Got
something here. Looking for initiation for his team.
And was that Invoker with a Lincoln's?
Yeah, he's got
An
Lincoln's.
Arcane Rune? They jump.
They click everything.
Lincoln's. They've broken through it. Vortex back. Stoikov force-staffed away. In the back of the fight, Nightfall just opens up. Unloads onto LeBron. Stoikov's dead. In onto Mixer, who BKB TPs right in front of Nightfall. But the zip back, not going to catch the Kotl as Theolacor also makes an escape. But that's a fight where you've entered and you're just immediately dismissed, you know? It's like class is over. Tundra says the bell has rung. It's over.
Yeah, that Lincoln Sphere didn't really do much for keeping the Invoker alive as long as they just commit enough resources. And now, Gyrocopter pretty low HP. Should probably try and heal up either with Fountain or Satanic here. Tries to smoke around.
And then the banner is placed. Dragonite just stands on it. You've got no one to kill the banner off, so these invincible creeps just go to work on your tower.
And he opens up bottom as well, knowing that mid is gonna fall eventually. He starts taking the bottom racks first.
So well done, Tundra. See the Sand King as well. Drag him back into the death. Dead with no buyback. And that was
a carry.
Gyrocopter, huh?
Yeah, there was a carry right there for a few
I was like,
seconds.
that's a Kotl dying. It's fine. No. Freaking Gyro.
Kotl's cousin goes down quickly.
Well, 3 minutes ago, I was saying how I was glad this is a competitive game.
Yeah,
and,
thank you, Gareth. Thank you. Thanks for mentioning it. No, Tundra caught up to us.
Yeah, it's like we've had enough of